Hi, I am Michael from Jamaica, and in my head, I have the stock recommendations for your financial independence, man. Today, we're starting a new video series to complement our 10 bagger and undervalued, to show you that it is possible to achieve financial freedom even with a small account. Today, we will open a $20,000 account. The development of our long-term investment will be supported by short-term trading strategies and selling put and call options. Watch our $20,000 account grow. At the end of 2025, we will draw our first conclusion, and by 2030, we want to have achieved our goal. You can be a part of it from the very beginning. Hey, if this topic interests you, then stay tuned, man. After the risk disclaimer, we continue. With today's video series, we want to show you that it is possible to achieve financial freedom in 10 years with a $20,000 investment. To be precise, we are willing to throw our money and our reputation into the fickle scales of stock market trading to prove to you that this 20,000 can become at least 300,000 by the end of 2030. Well, some of you may say that $300,000 does not make you financially independent, and that is certainly true. Each of us probably has a different number in mind when we think, about financial freedom. For us, that number is $250,000. Why? Because this sum is enough for us to earn a regular income on the stock market. Not fabulous wealth, but a regular income of a reasonable amount without the risk we take ruining our sleep. Here you can see our still virgin $20,000 account. We have divided the watch list into a watch list long-term and a watch list trading. Both watch lists are constantly adjusted and updated by us. We will also hold short-term trades for up to 3 months, if that makes sense. And the option trading will generally be derived from the shares on both watch lists. And here you can see our long-term investment watch list. We have already analyzed most of the companies listed here in the 10 bagger or undervalued series of our channel. Therefore, I can be brief here. The first section includes young companies that are innovative game changers in their industries. The sectors are fintech, insurance, and real estate. A separate stock analysis and open door technologies is already in the works. Kirkland Lake Gold is an absolute top-class miner. Unfortunately, the share is not at a sensible buy at the moment. A patience, man, is the key here. For a long-term investment, we would like to see prices between $34 and $32. In the next section, you will find our candidates from the pharmaceutical industry. Here too, I would like to point you to the relevant video analysis on our channel. Next comes our Argentina division. These particular Argentinian companies are listed on the US stock exchanges, have the potential to become boosters in a post-COVID-19 era. The price level is extremely low, and we will be placing the first buy orders here shortly. On this topic, we recommend our video, Cresol Stock Analysis, the top share for crisis investors. In the following section, we have summarized the companies that are not tradable on US stock exchanges, or for which it makes more sense to buy their shares on their domestic market. Bico Group, formerly known as CellLink, is probably the company with the greatest potential of all the companies we have analyzed in recent years. An innovative mega booster with excellent management, and all it takes here is a little more time. Many people still have bad memories of the German beer AG because of the glyphosate scandal. After the purchase of the Monsanto company, its weed killer glyphosate almost led to the ruin of beer AG. In the meantime, billions in damages have been paid, and the ground seems fundamentally prepared for a recovery. The outstanding lawsuits will most likely end in a settlement. The money needed for this has already been set aside by Bayer and is largely priced into the share. Bayer is still a globally active big player. The current price does not even come close to doing justice to this chemical and pharmaceutical giant. A comparison with the VW Group, which was in serious trouble at the time after the emission scandal, is almost unavoidable here. You see, it was a time when everyone wanted to get rid of then VW shares as quickly as possible, and the share price plummeted. Today, a few years later, we see this VW Group not only in its old size, but also as an innovative leader within the car industry. We profited from VW's new start back then and are now prepared to make a long-term bet on the Bayer share. Yes, man. Finally, we come to what is probably the most exciting but most speculative group of companies. Each of these 4 companies has developed an innovative product that has the potential to increase the value of the company 100-fold. Each of these 4 companies can just as easily disappear from the market without a trace if the concept doesn't work out, you know. I think that's all that needs to be said, man. So, as you can see, there are currently 3 companies on our trading watch list. I will now go into more details for each trading opportunity in a moment. For this, we will switch to the trading view chart. Our first trading candidate is Pinterest. At the moment, we can calmly await the further development here. An interesting chart for which we have a bearish and a bullish scenario ready. We have already set our corresponding parameters. The next chart shows the Boeing company. The upward trend line from the weekly chart was broken downwards, so we can see an intact downward trend here in the daily chart. The question is, can the price stabilize around 210 and form a bottom, or will the share price continue to slide downwards? For a trade, we prefer the latter and have set our trading parameters accordingly. Everquote is a company that we have predicted in our video analysis has great potential. It is the last candidate on our trading watch list. Everquote is currently the only candidate we want to play as a long-term investment as well as in the short term. If one of the orders is executed, I will report to you in detail about the purchase of the trade. You can read the individual parameters in the chart in advance, man. Hey, listen, I hope I have been able to give you a first overview of our long-term project. And maybe you are curious to join us on this interesting journey to financial independence. Yeah, man, listen, have fun and good luck with your investment. Listen, man, if this video has brought you any intellectual added value, please leave a comment. We're also happy to answer any criticisms or suggestions. Subscribe to our channel and benefit from our knowledge and experience on the way to your financial independence, man. Yeah, man.